The Rainbow Futurity preview on StallionEsearch.com is brought to you by the sire, Eagles Fly Higher, standing at Royal Vista Ranch in Wayne, Oklahoma. On this episode of the Rainbow Futurity preview, we look at the fastest qualifier coming from day one out of the barn of Heath Taylor, Favorite Fire V. The filly gets the riding services of world champion jockey James Flores going into the finals, and we were able to stop by the barn to talk to world champion trainer Heath Taylor.
Yeah, the filly, she was just about ran a perfect race in the trials. She had shown a lot of run in her workouts in the morning. She ran second in the Red Osa trial. However, she was pretty green and she was intimidated a lot by the horses around her. And even when he first came back after the race, Francisco said this horse had a lot more left. Obviously, I wouldn't say I knew it had enough to be remiss that it would come back and set the fastest time at 18 trials. But what he did say in the trials is she was getting in scared of the company, and he never could turn it loose and let it run. So he really wasn't a very good gauge as to how fast she was or wasn't, because he said he never let her run the whole way. And I thought, well, if she runs second, you never let her run at all, that's a pretty good start. Those horses, if you'll remember there at the start, I scratched 6 of them the day of the schooling race. So those horses went into the first trials without a maiden race or without a schooling race. So they were a little bit green. And so their second out, I've seen a huge improvement in about all of them.
Gauge that second trial. What was your kind of analyze it, if you would, for me?
In my trial?
Yes.
I thought that the horse on the inside and outside, the tempting dash filly of Mr. Steinbow's left awesome, especially being a first-time starter. Mine did too. Stood good, clean, left up on her feet. Just run true, straight. I thought that it was a testament to both horses to as far apart as they were. They were the whole racetrack apart as far as distance, so it's hard to judge as far as how much each horse may or may not have left because they were so far apart. I don't even know if either horse with blinkers on. Mine, I don't even know if I ever saw another horse. So it's hard to say. I thought that they both ran a tremendous race. There wasn't any flaws, and obviously it was a really fast time.
Heath, with the problems that the track has been having, you've always told me there's not a whole lot to do in between a trial and the final anyway, but has the fact of the ability not to be able to get on the racetrack hampered? I know it's been across the board for everyone, but... Yeah,
I think everyone's a little bit in the same boat. We were really lucky when getting vet work, and we were able to get the gate schooling and get back to the track. The horses were real sound after the trial, so that helped. Other than this last 3 or 4 days, it didn't really affect what we would have done either way. We had already galloped a time or two, and we were already able to stand and school in the gate, so there's a lot to worry about. Obviously, there's tremendous devastation to the town, and each time the water comes across there, it's a very stressful situation for everyone because you just don't know how many times they can keep putting it back together. However, I think in this instance, when you're here and you look at the devastation that's been done and their stay with it attitude, I mean, they could have gave up easy several times to even be able to get the opportunity to run for $1 million this Sunday with what's going on. I think everybody in there ought to be blessed that they just got a gate and opportunity.
Standing in Wayne, Oklahoma at Royal Vista Ranch is a sire sure to be the next big thing in the sire ranks, the Grade 1 winning Eagles Fly Higher, the son of one famous eagle. His first crop of runners are yearlings of this year in 2024, and Eagles Fly Higher is destined for greatness in the sire ranks, just like he accomplished on the racetrack, with 2 wins in the prestigious Grade 2 East Tech Stakes at Remington Park, as well as a gutsy win in the Grade 1 Sooner State Stakes. This earner of over $623,000 in his career was victorious in 2 other Grade 2 events and was a near miss in winning the Grade 1 $1 million Texas Classic Futurity to leading industry sire Flying Cowboy 123. Buyers of yearlings this year, be ready, as an Eagles Fly Higher yearling will be a hot commodity this sales season. And be sure to book your mares to this Grade 1 winning son of one famous eagle, standing at Royal Vista Ranch in Wayne, Oklahoma. Eagles Fly Higher.